let's address a practical one. I think this one will be quick as well. How do you choose the value for the conversion if the conversion values are not always the same?
So this would probably be a collab. Like, so if it's a business owner or you're running your own ads for your own company, this is going to be an internal debate. If you're a marketing manager managing someone else's, it would probably be a collaboration with, and it would be, for us, I guess the best example is how did we do it? So we looked at our numbers and we looked at client acquisition cost and we looked at our conversion rate. How many booked calls does it take to get a closed client? And so what is the value of one booked call worth? We valued our booked call at $150. And I don't know if, the math can be fuzzy and there's not going to be a perfect answer. I would say first, get something on there, maybe like a super rough estimate. Like for a lot of people, I'll value their call booking between $100 and $200 for a booked call. For some enterprise or higher LTV, a booked call could be worth a lot more. It could be worth $300 or $400. But $100 to $200 seems to be like a number that a lot of people don't mind assigning to a booked call. And then what I did was the last touch for booked call, I made it worth like 150, and then each touch I made it worth like 10, so I could still see the journey. And then for the biggest debate, I guess, is for like if you can get purchases as a conversion. Are you measuring, or do you want to set up a conversion value for the initial purchase or the estimated LTV? Because setting it up as an LTV might give you a better idea of if the amount of spend is healthy. Whereas we set ours up as an initial purchase because part of me, I'm a realist and I try to have the most conservative numbers possible. So if I underestimate the value of my conversion value, it keeps me more honest and aligned. If I estimated my LTV, I run the risk of like overestimating and then, blowing money that I shouldn't because I got that math wrong. So I think as for me personally, underestimating the value seems to be better for me because I can operate on more conservative values. Now, if I'm doing that for a client, I'd probably be, maybe I would be pushing for LTV because it then maybe helps our conversation. Because if they're holding me to the fire based on initial purchases and we're losing money, then I'd have to have the more complicated conversation of if this is still profitable in the long run. But yeah, those are the two thought process. And I don't think there's any right answer, but total LTV or initial purchase would be the two main ways. And then you kind of just have to do that math internally. I do
Thank you.
average purchase. Sorry. So we have 3 different tiers. And instead of like breaking those out, I do like an average purchase value, I guess is the other part.
Thank you.